Good morning, students. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will continue the chapter that is chapter number 3, motion of the earth. Well, in my previous video, I had given explanation about the introduction, then after that rotation, revolution. Now, in this video, we will discuss equinox. Okay, equinox, page number 30, this line. Well, first of all, we will come to know that what is equinox. Equinox means the time when the sun crosses the plane of the earth equator. Another line we can say equinox makes night and day of approximately in equal length. So basically there are two equinox, spring equinox and autumnal equinox. First of all we will come to know about spring equinox. On 21st of March, the sun is directly overhead on the equator, so every place on earth had 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. This is called the spring of vernal equinox. Next, as the earth moves on, the northern hemisphere tilts more towards the sun and experiences summer. As you can see the picture, figure 3.5, it is the picture of spring equinox. How it had happened? It happened as you can see on 21st of March in in the year in the year on 21st of March, the sun it directly falls on the sun ray directly falls on the equator. So every place on earth it had 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night. This is called we say spring equinox or vernal equinox. As the earth moves on and the northern hemisphere that means the equator, the imaginary line equator, it's the upper part of the it is the above part of the equator. Above part of the equator we say northern hemisphere. When the earth moves on, the northern hemisphere tilts more towards the sun and it's experience summer. Now autumnal equinox. Autumnal equinox it happens on 23rd of September. The sun is overhead on the equator again. On this day, the northern hemisphere has autumnal or fall equinox while the southern hemisphere has spring equinox. On this day, the sun ray directly fall on the equator again. Equator means the center of the earth, center line of the earth. And on this day, the northern hemisphere had autumnal or fall equinox while the southern hemisphere had spring equinox. So we have come to know whenever on 21st of March and 23rd of September the sun ray directly fall on the equator, that is the central imaginary line of the earth, and that cause uh, the equal day and night of in equal length. Now solstice. Solstice, there are two types of solstice: summer solstice, winter solstice. First of all, we 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 can know about summer solstice. Summer solstice it happens on 21st of June. The sun is when the sun is overhead on the Tropic of Cancer, that is 23 and a half degree north. It is this Tropic of Cancer we can found in the upper part of the equator. This is called summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. Because of the tilt of the earth axis, the circle of illumination does not pass through the pole, and the places north of the Arctic Circle have 24 hours of daylight. This is happened because when the earth tilted on its axis, the circle of illumination did not pass through the poles and the place north of Arctic Circle. That's why, and it had 24 hours of daylight. The sun does not rise or set on this day, but circle around just above the horizon. On the other hand, places beyond the Antarctic Circle, okay, upper part of the equator, the topmost part of the northern hemisphere, it is Arctic Circle, and the top bottom part of the Antarctic Circle is South Pole. So, North Pole of the Arctic Circle had 24 hours of daylight, and the sun does not rise or set on this day, but circle around just above the horizon. On the other hand, places beyond the Antarctic Circle have 24 hours of darkness. This is the longest day in the northern hemisphere, but the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. Now, winter solstice. Winter solstice, since the earth keeps revolving, the ray of the sun fall directly on the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd of December. This is the longest day in the southern hemisphere but the shortest day in the northern hemisphere. It is the summer solstice for the southern hemisphere and the winter solstice for the northern hemisphere. On this day, the Antarctic Circle had 24 hours of daylight, while the Arctic Circle had 24 hours of darkness. As you can see, the picture figure 3.6. It is the picture, and it shows how it happened. Uh, Solstice, summer solstice, winter solstice. Like you see the summer solstice. It had happened in the 21st of June when the circle of illumination does not pass through the poles, and the places north of the Arctic Circle have 24 hours of daylight. And also on the other hand, places beyond the Antarctic Circle have 24 hours of darkness. Here this part it had darkness, and this right part of the earth it had daylight. Now, next point, varying length of day and night. You may have wondered why the daytime is longer in summer and shorter in winter. This is because of the inclination of the earth on its axis. Why it happened? Because of the inclination of the earth on its axis. Inclination means bend towards on its axis. एक तरफ झुका हुआ. During summer, a large part of northern hemisphere remains inclined towards the sun, so there are longer hours of daylight during summer. In contrast, a large part of southern hemisphere is away from the sun, experience longer hours of darkness and therefore had longer night. However, the areas around the equator have 12 hours of daylight throughout the year. This figure it shows that uh, how and why how the daytime is longer in summer and shorter in winter. During summer, a large part of northern hemisphere it inclined towards the sun. That's why there are longer hours of daylight during summer. In contrast, a large part of southern hemisphere is away from the sun. Okay, it is away from the sun and it experiences longer hour of darkness. Therefore, it had longer night. However, the area around the equator have 12 hours of daylight and throughout the year. This is the table, very important table given in the this chapter. So we should always remember that the spring equinox it happens in 21st of March. Winter solstice it happens 22nd of December. Autumnal equinox it happened in 23rd of September. Summer solstice it it happens in occurs in 21st of June. So here are some important points that we might discuss in the chapter. We should know about the important thing that rotation and revolution are the motion of the earth. Why? Because rotation the earth rotates on its own axis and it takes 24 hours. When the revolution is the motion of the earth revolves around the sun in the orbit, and one complete revolution it takes 365 1/4 days. And day and night are caused by the rotation of the earth. The rotation of the earth also causes tides. low tide, high tides. And seasons are caused by the tilt of the earth and its revolution around the sun. All places on the earth have equal days and nights on equinox. Solstice mark the longest and shortest days of the year. So equinox, because of the equinox, earth have equal days and nights, and solstice, it gives us the longest and shortest day of the year. The longest day, that is 21st of June, shortest day, that is 22nd of December. So we have completed this chapter. Next video we will start question answer. We will start discussing question answer of this chapter. Thank you.